Alright guys, here we are with the Buggy Council trying out the new patch. We're probably going to try a few variations. The core of the deck is going to be like Rifle, Laser, Buggy, Scorpion. And the idea is to see if the Banshee lets us beat Orca and Shade first missile. Because that was one of the biggest problems with playing the Buggy. This last unit we'll probably mix and match. At the moment we're going to do Inferno, but we might try like Flame Tank or Rockworm or, I don't know, Venom. Various different units, maybe even like War Factory units, maybe like Giga Cannon even. Like, we'll try a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, these 5 units are going to be the core. And we basically just want to test if, can I make Buggy first missile and then switch into Banshee when Orca comes out? Because that's kind of the biggest problem at the moment with the Banshee, with the Buggy deck. Is Orca and Shade switch kills you because you don't have time for a Phantom.
3, 2, 1. New mission received. Advancing. Militia formed.
Okay, so obviously we're opening rifles. Against other rifle openings, we're probably going for another... We're probably going for fast Buggy. Then we'll go second rifle, then Buggy. Against War Factory, we probably go a couple of lasers and then try and get to a Scorpion tank.
What's needed?
This guy's doing nothing, though. Against nothing, we just chill. What's going on, Marco? You gotta make a play, man. What is happening? Marco? Polo? What? Why is this guy not doing anything? What? I'm so confused. Alright, now we're playing the game apparently. I'm just gonna make an Inferno, I guess. That was such a weird start to the game. Was he just AFK? Just walked away from the screen? Just walked away, he put his phone down, he's like, yep, that's it. I've made a harvester, I'm done for the day. Okay, this is the easiest game of my life. I don't really feel like we learnt much here. Dude, you just lost your Widowmaker to a laser troop in Inferno. That's gonna feel bad. Okay.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective available. Harvester ready.
Dog opening, sure. So we'll make a couple of lasers, and then we'll probably try and transition into tank. Depending on what our opponent does. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna make Buggy against that.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Attack Buggy checking in. Lasers taking kill them all. Kill them all. The Brotherhood is.
Okay, pretty wrecked. Make a tank. Buggy can obviously beat these dogs. Oops. Okay. MLRS, yikes. That is a yikes.
Unit offline. Missile launched.
I'm waiting for it to fire. Yeah, and then we're gonna boost and go in. Whew. Almost lost the tank. That wasn't great. Okay, so the Banshee is in the deck basically to counter Orca. That's kind of the point. So hopefully it'll be able to do that job.
Unit ready.
Oh yeah, Hammerhead. This seems like one of the hardest units of this deck to beat. Although 2 Hammerheads, I mean 2 Banshees did an okay job against it, considering that was 60 for Siberian for the 2 Banshees. He did like let us concave him though, which isn't obviously something that most people will do. This Banshee will probably lose to that Hammerhead, just. Yep, exactly what I was expecting. kind of, it feels like Orca Hammerhead is going to be really hard to beat with this deck. Really hard to beat.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. This deck has Banshee instead of Phantom with the Flame Tank, so it's slightly different.
Harvester ready.
But the idea is to try out if the Banshee can perform the anti-air roll we're looking for. Kind of seems like it can't. Like, Hammerhead Orca is... Hammerhead's gonna shut down the... Hammerhead's gonna shut down the Banshees, and then Orca's gonna shut down your War Factory. So that's gonna be a tough matchup. I guess we go tank here. Oh, it's so expensive. It's gonna take so long to get a tank. This might be too long a wait for a tank. Like, I literally just went rifles into tank as well, and it felt way too slow. Okay. That was weird.
Our base is under attack. Ready to go off-road? With support buggy and a gun. Taking position. Unit offline. Laser squad, weapon militia. Your buggy, I'll destruct that. Scorpion ready. Laser squad. Scorpion tank reporting. Scorpion tank reporting. Glory to North. Unit offline.
Banshee is not that scary against my deck at all. I actually can make a flame tank now, just. Next time I get pop cap, I can make it a flame tank.
Unit ready.
Alright, that went okay. I do feel like things that can 1v1 laser, like vehicles that can 1v1 laser are going to be pretty good in this meta game.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Ooh, D-Taz.
Harvester ready. Militia here. Destroy the GDI. What's needed? What's needed?
We should see what he's playing. Might stall a little bit, given how hard it was to get tank out last time. I've also got this flame tank, so stalling makes sense. Wow, opening Chuggy, alright. Kind of a monstrous thing to do. I guess we're going straight into tank.
No stopping.
Pretty glad I stalled, honestly.
Scorpion ready to hunt.
What's
Glory destroy the blow is taking.
unit ready?
Lasers for the Brotherhood. Glory to North. Scorpion is blowing them apart.
Unit enhanced.
Sting in the tail. We will not yield.
I need a buggy, but I have no money. I guess I used the boost. Yeah, I used the boost. That might have been a mistake. And here comes Buggy to save the day.
Unit ready.
Buggy and a gun. And a Scorpion tank.
Glory to North.
Unit offline.
Okay, you think you can take my buggies with bikes, my dude? You have not met the power of the buggy. I'm just gonna keep making buggies for now.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Buggy OP, let's go.
Scorpion ready to
Unit
hunt.
ready.
Scorpion ready.
Lasers move for the Brotherhood.
Scorpion tank. Their end is near. Time to harvest. Sting in the
Unit
tail.
ready.
Scorpion move. Sting in the tail.
Unit offline.
I mean, Buggy can beat Banshee now, so don't need to be too worried about these Banshees.
Building online. Unit ready.
Scorpion ready to hunt.
Unit offline.
Alright, nice.
Nuclear missile launch.
Buggy OP, let's go.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Marcel.
Harvester ready.
We're gonna try Confessor Splash this time.
Unit ready. Ready to serve. Kill the unbelievers. Unit offline.
Gonna switch into the Buggy, I think. Oh yeah, we're definitely going Buggy against that.
Unit ready. Unit offline. What's needed? Unit ready.
So this guy probably has Orca if he's going to drone storm this aggressively, which means we'll get a chance to test out whether or not the Banshee works. Because that's been the biggest issue with these decks, is going into Banshee and then just losing to Orca. Although it doesn't look like he has an Orca, because he would have made it by now if he did. Yeah, he's gone Pitbull. Alright, well, that's never been a problem for this deck.
Nuclear weapon launched. Unit offline. Unit ready. Ready to roll.
Scorpion sting in the tail.
If he did make Orca, I don't know if we'd even be able to afford to counter it with Banshee. Oh, he does have Orca. Well then, let's get the Banshee out.
Scorpion ready.
Use the tank to kill the Pitbulls. I mean, the Banshee did trade for the Orca, so I guess that's kind of what we wanted. It just seems like the Orca can take out the Buggy very easily and then retreat, which is the issue. That's what we're trying to avoid. Having an Orca just kill your Buggy and run away before you can do anything about it. I'm not sure Banshee can stop that happening.
Unit offline. Buggy gassed up.
Sting in the tail. For the Brotherhood.
I mean, the Pitbulls aren't going to do anything, because we have Scorpion tank. Probably should have made another Scorpion here.
Unit offline.
Might be in a little bit of trouble.
Unit offline.
Nope. Buggy saves the day. Good job, Buggy. Buggy Council lives! Buggy in a gun! Never came close to getting Confessor in that game though. Not remotely close.
3, 2, 1. New objective received. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna do one more game with the Confessor Splash, so that really looked... Wait. Yes, this is 150 because I have a Barracks, lol. I was like, why isn't this 180? It's because I've already built my Barracks.
Unit ready.
I'm okay with him stalling. I think I want some stall here. Is he just going straight for my Harvester? Oh, these are the moments I want to have emotes to make fun of my opponent. Like, I can't emote him and say lol if he just goes straight for the Harv and I don't have emotes. Okay, so this is the problem, is now we need to wait for a Scorpion tank. That's fine though, I think. We stall a little bit. Should be enough time, hopefully, to get Scorpion out.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
And then we need to see what his next unit is, because he might go lasers now. Or nothing, and we just win the missile. That's also a good option. Maybe he's gone double half.
Missile launched. Unit ready.
Laser squad, weapons charging. Blowing them apart. Your command, lasers charged.
He has gone double half, okay.
Laser squad. Here's Scorpion tank. Your command, Scorpion ready.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
This Scorpion probably dies here, but I just want to kill the Druggy.
Unit offline. Unit offline.
Laser squad. Blowing them apart.
Unit ready.
Scorpion tank reporting. Lasers. Hit Scorpion. Laser squad. Red Scorpion ready.
Alright, well, we didn't get any tech units out. I'm not close to my tech either. If I'd got a Harvester kill, then I would be still a ways off. If I got Harvester Kill, I'd be 20 Tiberium off of getting this Confessor. So yeah, looks like this Tech Splash is pretty tough.
Accomplished.
Okay, so now we're gonna try super cheap aggro deck. Trying to charge the missile as quick as possible. I don't think this one's gonna be good, personally. This one is like ultra cheap. It has nothing that costs more than 30 Tiberium, so I think this deck is just not gonna have any beefy units. So I don't think this is gonna work. But we'll give it 2 games and see what happens. We're charging the missile. And then we'll go no half, but we'll play scavengers instead of lasers after this and see how that goes.
Unit offline. No stopping.
I need to switch into this Buggy.
Online. Unit offline. Get up, let's go. We will destroy that. What's needed? The Brotherhood is rising. Vellum will hop on and that what's needed. Of this brother's Buggy and what's needed. Unit ready.
Don't have a good answer to Pitbull.
Lasers chop. Rip the 4K. We'll put militia here. Lasers will hit us. Lasers kill Buggy rolling. Unit ready. Unit offline. Lasers will melt them. We'll hit them with precise Buggy. I'll number lasers. Unit offline. We'll kill them.
Yeah, I mean this is kind of what I predicted would happen. You just don't have an expensive unit. You don't have anything that hits hard.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
We'll probably go Air Tower. Maybe switch into Venom. I don't know if that's really better than Buggy, but we'll try it. Still gonna have the same problem with Pitbulls. Try the Banshee. I guess we're just spamming. Like, we're just spamming the crap out of our cheap units because they're all so cheap. We're just gonna make like infinite bikes, infinite Buggies, infinite Venoms. That's the whole point of this deck, right? Just run people over with how cheap our deck is. Like, I just don't care if I lose units. That's kind of the playstyle of this deck.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit offline.
Pitbulls are definitely a problem.
Unit in hand.
Hey, we got there. That was a hectic game though.
Unit offline.
That was a really hectic game. Could use missile, mutant instead of missile. That's pretty interesting. I like that idea actually. What if we went like mutant and wheel or something? Would that be insane? That'd probably be insane, right?
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Ooh, Paflagon, not Paflagon 2. So this is still the ultra cheap build. I'm gonna try it again.
We're ready to serve. Advancing. Unit ready. Go.
I'm gonna lose this fight. It's annoying.
Unit offline.
Gonna move my rifle back. I don't want to fight here because it's too close to his spawn.
We're ready to serve. Unit offline.
We'll get the fast Buggy.
Unit ready. We're ready to brothers move out. You're good. Shred them, rip them up and advancing. There, Buggy, run. What's needed?
He has Chuggy against my Buggy. Interesting.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready.
You can, uh-oh. I need to go Venom against that, but I have no money. I have to fire this missile like right now, because if I have to fight this mutant with the units I currently have, I'm gonna lose. Although my deck's so cheap, I can actually go Venom already. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I can get on board with this.
Unit offline. Position. Destroy the GD. Kill the unbelievable. Unit offline.
This really is like ultra cheap, ultra spammy deck.
Unit ready. Militia bring up to their knees.
Ripped and a venom flying out.
Destroy the GDI.
Ready
Unit
for
offline.
Venom has respectable vehicle damage.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
on. Taking your command.
Magic. Okay. You'll come into my magic. Unit ready.
Rolling out. Boyka ready to roll. Ready for coordinates.
I don't know how this boost is going to affect the matchup, because obviously I win it normally. I assume that with the boost I win it by more, but it actually looks like it might be about the same.
No problem. Taking.
Alright, so bites seem to be a bit of a problem. We're kind of mirroring bites, which isn't amazing.
Missile cancel.
Boyka revving the
Unit ready. Unit enhanced.
I need something that kills. I need lasers, I think. Yeah, it looks like I need lasers.
Boyka rolling out.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Venom kick. Coordinates honored.
From the Chuggy, I guess we're going Banshee here.
Unit ready.
Boyka
Unit offline.
burning rubber. Taking position. Going down.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Missile cancel.
Too many Banshees now.
Unit enhanced.
Oh, I missed it.
Unit ready.
That sucked.
Unit offline.
Keep unit spam, let's go! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't beat this Chuggy. No, we're gonna lose the missile. And once you lose the missile with a cheap deck like this, it's so bad. It just get worse and worse the later the game goes. Yeah, I didn't have any beef to hold the pad there. The Banshees are not doing a very good job, honestly. Like, they've not really been great for what I want them to do. And the bikes, like, I don't have anything to beat bikes apart from bikes. Because if his Chuggy's shut down laser, so I can't use laser. So I have to fight bike with bike, which feels bad.
Flying out.
Feels real bad to try to fight bike with bike.
Ripped and apart.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Buster Doyle, your command. Boyka ready to roll.
I mean, stealth tank is not a big deal at all, right? Like, it's not even, it doesn't even kill bikes anymore. And it costs like 100. It just shows how much he is ahead of me on economy though, because his units are all way more expensive. And then he still has enough to make this random 100 cost unit. So yeah, he's just way ahead of me on cash. But I guess that's fine, because our deck is designed to just spam cheap units over and over.
Unit offline. Unit enhanced.
Smash him. No problem.
Unit offline.
Kind of feels like bike really is the saving grace in this deck.
Take red command.
Like, bike is just ultra efficient.
Strike. Venom will strike. Venom will strike.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Kill burning missile. Your command. Boyka ready to roll. No problem. Red for pain. Your command. Missiles will smash him. Missiles will smash. Advancing. Boyka
Unit offline.
flying out.
Unit offline.
Missiles will attack. Boyka ready to rumble.
I think this Venom's gonna lose because it's running over things.
Your command.
Unit offline.
Oh, almost lived long enough. Almost lived long enough to win the missile.
Doyle advancing. Gonna brain him. Revving the. Gonna brain. Missiles will.
Unit offline.
Really just making bikes though, like I'm all in on these bike spam. Okay. Look how much extra money he has. The fact he can like, he can make stealth tanks and he can spew off a Jade missile. Like he clearly has way more cash than I do. Should be able to block him out now. Alright, nice. Okay, well, I mean, it's definitely a viable strategy. It's not really for me. It's not really my play style. I don't like doing the ultra cheap spam, but I also think that Scorpion would be a nightmare. Scorpion would just be horrendous. If someone made a Scorpion against me, I'd be so dead. Alright, let's try it again with Scavengers and no half. Although I was pretty much running out of money on a Harvester, so...
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so now I'm going to try with Scavengers and no Harvester. This might actually work out better than the previous deck did, just because we'll have the extra pop cap. which is a big deal.
Advancing.
Ready to hunt.
Push brothers, move out.
Now, because we have the extra pop cap, we can actually... Normally, this is a really bad play, I think, to do this, like, suicide charge. But because we make money off the scavengers, it's fine. Like, we have the extra pop cap to invest into the scavenger.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Prowling the battlefield.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
We're gonna get first missile, but you should always get first missile with no half. That should, like, that, if you ever lose first missile as no half, then you are dead immediately. Buggy seems like it's gonna be a big problem. The scavengers even slower than they used to be. They feel so slow. Yo, I need this money. Give me the money, please. Thank you. This doesn't... Oh, I don't know, man. I'm so low on cash. It's kind of crazy. And I'm getting money from these scavengers, like, consistently as well. I'm still completely broke. I don't know how much these scavengers have made, but it feels like it's a lot.
What's needed?
Yeah, I can't go air tower, which I have to do to fight this tick tank. This tick tank might be game over.
Unit ready. Attack Buggy, chicken. Buggy and a gun. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Your command. Show me when you're ready to roll.
Unit offline.
Get ready to hunt. Treasure hunter here.
I need air tower, but I don't have no money.
Unit offline.
Nah, this doesn't work. We're completely broke. We have nothing.
Offline.
Only just managed to get our Banshee.
Unit ready. All fighters are
Nah, it doesn't look good at all. This is horrible.
unbelievers will suffer. Unit offline. Nuclear warhead launched. Taking position. Major structural damage.
Yeah, and he has infinite money to counter me. He literally is making a phantom to counter my 30 cost unit.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Still haven't killed that one tick tank either.
Roaming for advance. Ready. Treasure hunt.
And here comes a fresh one. We are dead. We are insanely dead right now.
Prowling the battle. Treasure hunter.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit offline.
Maybe if Scavenger was like a remotely playable unit, this would work, but the stats on Scavenger are so bad.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Your command.
I have no money again.
Unit ready. Holy busters are wailing.
Ready to salvage.
Unit ready.
I think you might need multiple 10 cost units to do this.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Oh, pick scavenge. Looking
Unit ready.
I mean, this is horrendous.
Launched.
This is absolutely horrible.
Unit offline. Mission failed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, last game. Trying no half again. I think it's completely unplayable though. Like, we made so much money off that first Scavenger and we still have nothing.
What's needed?
The point of this video was to like test out various Buggy decks, but if you're gonna play no half, the Buggy has to be wheels. I think you can't possibly play Buggy in no half. Way too expensive.
Gonna make treasure hunt.
Militia here.
Venom, also another nightmare for a no half deck.
Missiles will smash them. Gonna
Take it.
roaming.
Red 4K. Destroy
That's how you know no half is terrible, because when your opponent makes almost any unit in the game, you're like, that's a bad matchup for me.
Boyka rolling out.
Maybe I need to get like 2 scavs early and get money out of them. I don't know, man. Feels horrible. Scavs are just such a terrible combat unit. That's the problem. Like, they're just so bad in combat.
Scavenger.
Unit offline.
Making the hunt. He's looking roaming for
Unit offline.
I'm making loads of money this game.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Boyka advancing. Salvage. Treasure hunting. Treasure hunt.
Your command. Seek. Endobanshee. Unit ready. Endobanshee cries. Unit enhanced. Position. Land weak.
Prowling the battlefield.
Your command.
Ready to salvage.
More rust.
Now I'm just stuck on these 2 pop cap scavengers.
Seek.
I'm gonna lose the missile because of it.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Your command.
Ooh, flipping? Nope, not flipping. And we're broke again. I didn't even do much. I didn't even do very much, and I have no money again. Oh, no half is so... I'm out of money again. Like, all I did was make a couple of Venoms and boost, and I'm just broke again.
The Brotherhood is rising. What's Brother Blushy?
Red for Kane.
Ready? What's needed?
I think no half might be even worse than it was somehow.
Rip them apart.
And no half was already horrendous. It seems like it's even worse.
Venom, Royker burning rubber. Ready to your command. Venom taking for treasure hunt. Red no scavenge. Ready to serve. Ready to salvage. Ready to hunt.
Did no half lose some income?
Venom flying out.
Isn't no half exactly the same income as it was?
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready.
It's wildly unplayable. I can't believe this is the same amount of money you always got. This feels wildly unplayable. I mean, it was bad before, but this feels much worse.
Unit offline.
Your missiles will smash them. No revving.
What's needed?
Royker advancing. Your command.
Unit ready.
Rolling.
Ready to serve. Take it. Blushy here.
Launches will flip for Kane.
What's Brother? I can't do it. Forecast.
Royker burning rubber. Your no problem.
Ready to advance. Unit ready. This is unwieldy.
Advancing.
Unit offline. Into Banshee. Taking position.
Alright, we're gonna get this missile at least.
Unit off. Missile launched. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Launches will bust it.
Delivering.
For the burning.
Taking ready. Your command. Unit ready.
No Spoiker advancing. Missiles will smash them. Ready to hunt. Your Spoiker rolling out. Treasure hunter here.
Unit offline.
Red hook money. Spoiker a brainer. Scavenger. Still burning rubber. Ready looking. The hunt is on.
Let's see.
Ready to hunt. Treasure roaming for ring. Scavenger lurking.
Unit ready.
Making. Show me the worker prowling them. Ready to hunt.
Dog tick.
Scavenger. Ready scavenger.
Oh my god.
Quick.
Looking to pick up the pig.
Let's look. Unit enhanced.
Now the hunt is on. Ready to
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Your launchers will
Into Banshee cries. Somebody dies. Into Banshee cries. Somebody rusted.
show roaming for riches.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit enhanced. Unit offline. Thrusters are wearing.
Wow, I can't believe we won that game.
Launched.
That was such a trial though.
You are victorious.
That seemed very bad. That seemed very, very bad. That is actually horrendous. Scavengers are such a terrible unit. And no-halve is awful. So yeah, don't try the no-halve. That was awful. In terms of how the buggy feels in this patch, I don't even know, man. It was fine. Like, it wasn't good. It didn't feel amazing. It was like whatever a lot of the time. It's hard to say still. Buggy seems okay. I wouldn't tech splash with it. It felt really bad. Didn't really get to test out if the Banshee lets you beat Shades and Orcas either in the early game, because we only played against Orca like once. So yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Obviously it wasn't very conclusive. Didn't really feel like I got enough information on buggies. But there's some buggy action for you, and I'll see you all next time.